I think sniffer toes are my favorite toes. Oh, hello. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode from our 1.20 adventure. Today we need to solve a problem that I've continuously had, and that is I keep on running out of food. Now, while I definitely don't mind eating some fish, I want a more solid food source, so that's what we're gonna work on today. And what I'm thinking is adding in our little sustainable food source into this area, since I said that underneath this little torii gate is where we're gonna have more of our crops, food, farming, animal district. We're gonna be setting up a little Japanese style house to house our sustainable food source. And what might that sustainable food source be, you ask? Similar to my previous series, we're gonna be making a cow crusher because that was a super simple and easy way to get a sustainable food source, and it was a great source of leather for bookshelves, paintings, and item frames. So I'm thinking that we'll build the little cow crusher farm in here, and then we'll build up a little Japanese style house to cover up the, well, let's just say PETA wouldn't like what we're doing. Besides building our little cow crusher farm, I also want to start creating some actual crop fields so that I'm planting more than just netherwort seeds in this world. And we can have our first little netherworts, look at that. Oh, and so I'm thinking we're going to just start creating a bunch of crop fields around here. So there'll be one crop field that's kind of housed over here. And then I'm going to build a path that goes directly from here over to where our docks area and our little cherry boat lives. So then we're just going to expand this as kind of like a pathway in between. And then we'll put another crop field kind of over here of maybe like potatoes or carrots. And we'll just kind of build this area out and put some nice little path dividers in between in our typical mangrovey, bamboo-y, dark oak type of vibes. But that is not the only project we're going to be working on today, because I want to do something with our sniffer egg. Now, a few episodes back, we were able to go exploring with our archaeology brush, and we found a little sniffer egg. So I was thinking of where are the places that we could put our little sniffer egg and hatch them, and that would be safe, a nice little protective haven or sanctuary, if you will. And I decided that I want to use the inside of this giant dirt mound to be the sniffer sanctuary. Going into free cam, here's what I'm imagining. So there's this bit of land that we're going to connect, and it's going to be our pathway all the way up, and then we're actually going to have the entrance to the sniffer sanctuary be right here, and we're going to have another one of our lovely torii gates that kind of opens up the rest of the sniffer sanctuary that's going to be inside this cave. It's going to be cozy, overgrown, kind of like they're hidden away in their own little protected area. So now that I have painted you a picture of what we're going to be doing today, let's get started making that cow crusher. All right, the cow crusher is officially done. Now we just have to cover up the fact that we have a very unethical but efficient food source. But we will need to start breeding up these cows, so I'm gonna leave some wheat in here for now. And as we're building this, we're just gonna wait along the way as they're ready to breed so that we can finally get them up to their cram capacity so we actually start getting some food in our food source. Now, since we are using our similar color palette with our bamboo, mangrove, and dark oak, I'm gonna go grab us some supplies and then we'll get into the building.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, I am hearing zombie villager groans and I don't know where they're coming from, but I must have this person. So I'm gonna go grab a boat and figure out where they're coming from. I don't want them to like see me and come out of the forest and get burned alive from the sun. So we're gonna quickly make a boat here. I've got my little station for all of my wood supplies, so we're just gonna grab some dark oak, quickly make ourselves a boat, trap this dude, and then get some blocks above him just to make sure. And now we're gonna go find a little zombie villager. I hope it didn't despawn underground somewhere. That's like my one concern. Hello? Growly boy, where are you at? He's kind of walking. There. Oh, yes. Okay, we found him. Yay. Okay. Can you go in that boat? Yay! We have a little villager that's from the jungle. So, quick detour. We're gonna go and make some potions of weakness. That's my little marker to know where to come back to. Okay, we found him. Yay, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was wanting to have the jungle villagers in our area so badly, but it was really rare to find the jungle villagers as zombie villagers. So we're going to take this gold and use that on one of the apples, come down here, and then we've got a spider eye. We don't have any more weakness potions brewed up, so we're gonna brew one. Gunpowder's next, okay. Oh, look at this, and all of our nether wart grew up. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so once we get this in here, potion of weakness, gunpowder, then we're ready to go cure a villager. And there we go. Potion of weakness. Okay, we'll leave the other two in here for now because I really only need one. So let's go back to them. And then we're gonna grab an apple, make a golden apple, put the rest of them back. Oh, by the way, guys, I found this parrot while I was clearing out the jungle. So let me know in the comments what we should name our little gray parrot friend. Okay, villager, we are coming to save you. The zombie doctor is on the way. Give you that, and give you that. Oh my gosh, yay! I cannot wait until you transform. Oh, I'm so pumped. Well, while this guy transforms, we also need to go and get more mangrove, so we're gonna go chop some wood. Oh, we just got zombie doctor. Let's go check on our boy. That happened a lot quicker than I thought it would. Weaken and then cure a zombie villager. Let's grab a lectern on our way so that we can convert them into a librarian. And well, we'll do some re-rolling to see if we can get anything pretty quickly, but we'll stick to today's plan for the most part. But with this guy, I think I'm gonna leave him down there for now. So if we get Unbreaking 3, or Fortune 3, I will be a very happy camper. And then we can make a little bookshelf. We'll make some slabs. Now we'll see if we can get to the trades we want. Hey dude, I can hear your villager noises. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I'll give you a torch. How about that? Well, I think what I need to do is actually like give you some proper ground to stand on. So I'm just gonna use leaves. Sorry in advance. And F3 and B for the boat. Okay, now come up here. There's a little lectern for you. Yeah, you see it. Look at that line of sight. You see it, my friend. You can do it. Look at you. You're a little librarian. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. You know, this isn't the best home for you, but it'll work for now. Look at that for one book. And we have two right here. So if we can get one of these. Okay, we're going to quickly take a little detour. Do a little bit of trying to get some rerolls to work in our favor. And so I began the tedious task of rerolling the villager multiple times, but wasn't getting anything that I wanted, so this just felt like a grind. But then we finally got something good. Oh guys, Featherfall 4, that's so good. Oh, that's so tempting. For 4 books, but I think I need Unbreaking before that. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, sir, but unfortunately, that could be a mistake, guys. I could have just made a mistake. But I really want Unbreaking 3 or fortune 3. Then I continued re-rolling some more, but wasn't having much luck. I've been re-rolling this guy for a while, and they are not giving me what I'm looking for. I'm not getting Unbreaking 3. I'm not getting Fortune 3. So I'm just gonna re-roll it like 2 more times, and if I don't get it after 1 and 2, then we're just gonna leave this guy down here to think about the books that he wants to sell me. Okay, final one. Unbreaking. No. Bookshelves and paper. You did not understand the assignment, sir, so I will break this and place it once more. How about now? No shot! He got it! Oh, see, this is what I was talking about. Fortune 3, let's go. Then, after crafting up some paper, I traded both paper with our new librarian, and I got ourselves a Fortune 3 book for the very first time. All right, thank you for providing us with the book that we wanted. I shall now leave you here, and I will come back when I need you more. Well, that was unexpected to get Fortune 3 for our picks and things. That's amazing. Now we can go put this on our pick, and we've got our Fortune 2 pick, our Fortune 3 book. There we go. It is now Fortune 3. Ooh, there we go. Yay. I was saving these diamonds for when we finally had our Fortune 3 acquired, and now that we have Fortune 3, let's get us some diamonds. So we have 3 ore. I'm guessing we'll probably get, I'm gonna guess we'll get 7 diamonds. Comment below how many diamonds you thought we were gonna get, and let me know if you're right. But let's see what we get. I'm gonna hide my hotbar so we don't know as we collect these. Moment of truth. We got 6. Okay, so we got 3 extra diamonds. Not the best, but it's more than just 3, so I'll still take it. And since we now have 6, I'm going to make a helmet, and I think we had extra mending. Yes, so let's go see about enchanting this really quickly. Because we have 41 levels, this would be the perfect time to enchant it. Okay, let's see what you'll give us. Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity. Anything more? Just Respiration 3. Okay, no worries. We've got enough levels. We'll re-roll it. We'll just do a little grindstone pulling off those levels. Respiration 3 again. Anything besides just that? Fire proc. You know, we'll go at least 1 more time. I will go 1 more time on this one, and then we're going to just be done. Blast 4, interesting. Anything else? Unbreaking 3, okay, perfect. So then we'll have mending and unbreaking 3. I'll take that. I think that is decent enough for me. Obviously, you know, just plain old protection would be the best of the best, but I will still take this because I'll have unbreaking 3 and mending. Now with that full armor bar, I feel pretty safe, but I don't feel very fashionable because I don't match anymore. I need to add coast to this helmet. Okay, and the coast armor trim, we've got quartz, and then we combine all of these things on the plate, and look at that. Now we continue collecting resources. Alrighty guys, we have completely decorated our little food source cow crusher build, and we have also created the little crop fields along our path all the way down to our boat docks. And I'm ready to show you now. And adding shaders to show it off, here's what our food source cow crusher build looks like. We've just got a pretty simple design on the outside using bamboo fences and fence gates to add some texture to it. We used mangrove and dark oak for the roof blocks and added some leaves to it, as well as the glowberries. There is a gap here intentionally because I have not yet found the dead bushes. So I'm leaving that gap there to remind myself to, well, go get dead bushes. But if I go into free cam, here's a more aerial view of it all the way around. We've just got glowberries. The design is pretty much identical all the way around on the sides. We use mangrove trapdoors this time as the windows instead of our usual bamboo trapdoors. And I think this looks so good. It's super pretty. And we added another cherry tree as well, but I think this looks so good and it really adds to our area. Now, if we go down this path over here, you can see that I have the little wheat field using the little hanging signs, but I just created kind of a patch of wheat fields and we used the bamboo blocks and some leaves to kind of just edge in everything. So this is our little wheat patch over here. And then I also decorated the path with the same blocks. So down all the way, it's now safe and protected, and hopefully we won't get anything coming to get us on this path. Unless I missed some 2-block tall ones and they can just get through the 1-block gaps, which we do need to be mindful of, like that one. But that's a future ed problem. Back to our fields. We have our little potato field here, so we just walk down this path. I put little barrels by each of the crop fields, so the excess potatoes, carrots, and wheat we can add into here. And then if we just run back down our path this way, we come to our carrot field. So these are the 3 different crop fields we have so far, and I feel a lot better knowing we have food when we need it. And as I was working on some things, I also did get a silk touch and mending iron hoe just so I could collect the leaves a lot easier, and I did put the sweeping edge on my sword, and we're going to name the sword at the end of the episode from the comments you guys left last episode. Now the next phase for today is working on the Sniffer Sanctuary, Sniffer Hideaway, and we're going to begin hollowing out our little hillside here for our little sniffers, and we're going to create a mini bridge here, and I'm kind of thinking we'll kind of replicate what we have over here, just at a much smaller scale. So I'm gonna get working on bringing this piece of land together with the bridge, and then we'll clear out the path and start digging out the inside of the Sniffer Sanctuary. So let's get started. Now, the next thing I want to do is, even though we are not yet done with our little Sniffer Sanctuary, I do want to have our Sniffer start growing up. So let's just place our Sniffer right there. Oh, look at that. My goodness. This egg is so large. Like, these are giant. I love how these are just like an ancient animal that we now get access to in Minecraft. It's pretty great.
A few moments later.
Well, it looks like someone grew up finally. Hi! Oh my gosh, you're so cute! Look at your floppy little ears! Look at those ears! Oh my gosh. We finally have a little dude. We have a little friend finally. except I don't want them going outside, so I'm gonna quickly make a little barrier for them. Excuse me, little dude, you can't leave. I forbid it. No leaving allowed, okay? You have to stay here because this is your home, okay? I'm gonna make the rest of your sanctuary look a little bit nicer, so hopefully you enjoy it, okay? And then we'll see what happens when you grow up. But for now, we're gonna continue decorating this place. I am gonna put some regular dirt down now that I was placing those blocks, just because I am gonna actually add some regular dirt back in here in patches, just because I do want them to be able to dig and find the different seeds, because I don't think they can actually dig through moss to find the seeds. It has to be through dirt. So we're adding some grass back in so they can actually dig. And now we're gonna tie you up to a fence post in the middle, just because I don't want them to end up, you know, going into a corner that's 1 block high, growing up and becoming an adult, and then, well, suffocating in a wall. Because it takes a while to find the sniffers, and I feel like I got lucky finding this guy, so I don't want to risk losing this guy. I'm just gonna continue creating a nice little cozy space for our sniffer friend. Oh, look at that! He's full grown and we got a seed! What'd you give us, buddy? Hi! Oh my gosh, you're giant! The pitcher pod, okay. Thank you, buddy. Oh my gosh, guys, we have a sniffer, we've got a pitcher pot seed. This is amazing. So I'm gonna start planting some of the seeds along this edge here, I think will be the best way to do it. So let's plant our first seed. Planting the past. Plant any sniffer's seed. That's a cool advancement. And this is a cool little seed. Looks like a turnip to me. What do you think it looks like? And also, this just confirmed they can dig into moss. I thought they could only dig into dirt, but this guy just dug right into the moss here. So I guess I didn't need to have these sections, but I think because we are going to have the little pitcher pot seeds be in here growing slowly and the little torch seeds growing slowly in here, we're gonna leave the little patches of greenery for now. I was just adding in some final details of the little cherry blossom leaves, kind of just sprinkled in here a little bit. It was kind of my idea, just to create some color in here besides just having so much of the moss. But I think this is looking super cute, and it will be fun to have the little sniffer plants growing in their little sanctuary with them. Hi, dude. How's it going? You're so cute. I love their little floppy ears and especially their toes. I think sniffer toes are my favorite toes. Oh, hello. Now, one thing that I do need to make sure is that we don't have our little sniffer friends getting outside of their little sniffer sanctuary. So what I'm gonna do is just add in some bamboo fence gates in here. We're gonna replace this torch. So I want to have our sniffers safe inside their area where they're not going to escape and get out, because that way this guy can actually roam around and be free, and I won't be concerned about losing them. Now, I am curious, can I bone meal this? This thing is so large. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, the phases are so cool. Look at that. Is that full grown? And then how do I... Whoa, look at that. We have a pitcher plant. All right, I love this so much. Oh, someone's sniffing. You gonna find anything? I think you might. Oh, at your sploot. What'd you find? What'd you find? You find something? Oh, what a noise. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got another one. Okay, let's plant this one over here. Oh, I love these different phases. Okay, now that looks like a turnip. And we're gonna add a little bit of bone meal in here, but not too much, just a little bit to add some texture in here. I don't want the big plants. I just want a little bit of grass in here for them. Perfect, so now it looks very overgrown, which I like the look of. We're just gonna get rid of some of it, because we want it to be overgrown, but not ultra overgrown. Now, I bought these pink flowers from a wandering trader, and I think I want to add some into our area. I think they'll look really cute, just being a little bit of color pop to this whole section of the little sniffer sanctuary. We don't need too many, but just a few to really spice it up. Now, one of these pottery sherds is a sniffer one, so I want to put one of these decorated pots in the front area by our sniffer sanctuary. So we'll put this pot, we'll move this right there. Oh, look at that! That is so perfect for the sanctuary! Yay! Oh, I love it. Okay. Perfect. Now we've got a shelter and then an angler one as well, and I think I want to use the shelter one. I actually love these things so much. And put that guy there. Look at that. A little tree and a sniffer. Now we add in the little pots. Take that one, put it in there. We add our bushes into them, and there's our little mossy ones. This doesn't really stand out a whole lot, and I think I'm kind of okay with that. I just want it to kind of be like an archway, and I think the pots with the little bushes in them actually does that exact trick for me. This pot, guys, is definitely my favorite. And now it is time to decorate the path leading from this sniffer sanctuary down to our mini bridge. Okay, everyone. The path is decorated, the sniffer sanctuary is done, and we even have some of the pitcher plants added into our landscape as well. And here's what we have coming from our little mini bridge. We can just walk across our bridge with the spore blossoms, leaves, and glowberries, and our usual bamboo-y, mangrove-y, dark oak vibes. Crossing the bridge is where we start to have a change, and it hints that there are sniffers nearby us. So then we just go up this path with the bamboo and the leaves kind of edging it in, keeping us safe, with some lanterns and some pitcher plants along the way, as well as the classic potted mossy azalea bush. And then if we just keep on going up, we come to the entrance of our sniffer sanctuary where we have our little sniffer pot and our shelter pot. And then we have a nice little vibey cherry tree to the left. But as we enter, it's just very overgrown. We start to see even more hints that there's sniffers nearby. And we just get to walk down and around the corner till we come to our little sniffer gate. I decided to use mangrove and bamboo slabs. You can't see it super well, but there's an awning with 3 different levels to create kind of a mini roof in here to kind of mark our gate. But then on the inside, this is our sniffer sanctuary, guys. It's very overgrown. We have our little sections where we can grow new plants that our sniffers pick up for us by our ponds. But we've got our big drip leaf, small drip leaf, lots of just greenery, flowers, mushrooms, glowberries, leaves, and we even have a spore blossom, and I hid some cherry blossoms in here as well, so that we can have both the green particles from the spore blossoms and the pink particles. Now, as I've been picking up sniffer seeds, so far they've just mainly been dropping the pitcher pods, but we did get a torch flower seed, and I wanted to grow this one with you guys since this is the first torch flower seed we've gotten. So here's the different growth stages. I think they're so pretty. So you just use bone meal twice, And there's a torch flower. Look at that. We got a new recipe as well, and I think it's so cool. One thing I didn't think about, but these new flowers can be turned into dyes. So the torch flower turns into orange dye, and the pitcher plant turns into 2 cyan dye, since technically these are 2 blocks tall. Now, since we have our little torch flower, I do want to add this along our path somewhere, and I think right here will be a little nice spot for them since they are a smaller flower. I think it's perfect. Now that our Sniffer sanctuary is done and we have a nice little decorated path leading up to our sanctuary, there's one thing I forgot to show you guys earlier, and that was actually the inside of the cow crusher build. So as we walk up to our cow crusher build, on the inside we just use bamboo planks as our flooring, but here's what we have on the inside. We have smokers ready to smoke up the meat. We've got our little cow crusher in the center. We added glowberries and lanterns, bookshelves, and a spore blossom to give the particle effects, because you all know I love those. And around back we've got some chests. We've got 2 little potted plants with a little classic mushroom and little white flower. And then at the top we've got the crafting table, another chest, and a little fern in a plant pot. Now, even though there isn't much to this build on the inside, I still really like it because to me it's still a really cozy build, and that's my favorite kind of build. Just don't pay attention to the circle of cows inside a block game. It's fine. Now, the last thing we have to do today is name my sword from your comments. You guys gave me so many great name suggestions for my sword, but since I'm only gonna have one sword for my XP collection, I could only pick one of the names. Now, the name I'm selecting was left by Pixel Seidon, who said we should name it the Kaiken Blade because Kaiken means experience in Japanese. So thank you, Pixel Seidon, for the name suggestion. And now that we have a solid food source in our little cow crusher, we've got additional fields for wheat and carrots and potatoes to give us the extra food sources. And the Sniffer sanctuary itself with our cozy little hidden overgrown sanctuary for our little Sniffer friend. Oop, gotta pick these up. That is actually all the time I have for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed everything we got done today, and I'll see you next time.